Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Francis and I'm here to help you find your goal, purpose and right mindset. So the theme of this month is life purpose, and today's video will kind of conclude that. So we've covered a few topics already. What is a life purpose? What is your life purpose? This one is how to find your life purpose. Okay, so today's question is, how do you find your life purpose? So there are two ways basically. I've searched high and low, read lots of books, looked on the internet. There are two main streams of thought. One is a more spiritual one and one is a more practical one. Now I'm going to start first with the more spiritual approach. That one is super simple, and the answer to that is to listen within. To listen to your heart. Basically, to find a quiet time, sit down and ask yourself, what is this feeling of uneasiness? What is it that I'm supposed to do? What is my heart telling me that I should do in my life while I'm here? There are certain moments where you just know something feels right, and just like that, there are certain times where there's a voice that's telling you there's something you should be doing, there's a bigger cause that you should be giving to, that you should be helping with, that you should help change someone's life with. That is your life purpose, and listen very carefully for that message. So if you ask yourself and listen very deeply and quietly to your inner voice, then you'll hear your life purpose. If you find that message, great. Don't quit your day job just yet. I'm saying if you know your life purpose and if you've asked yourself quietly and you know what it is that you should be giving, who you should be helping, what the bigger cause is that you should be giving to, then start to go towards that path. You don't have to quit your job, just keep your day job and start doing it on the side to try to reach and give towards your life purpose. So that's the more spiritual approach. How about the more practical side of things? Ask yourself these three questions, and these three questions added together will give you your life purpose. Now, these questions are very simple, but answer truthfully because these will help you. So, question one, what are your gifts? What are you good at? What is something that other people tell you you're good at? They might say, hey, you're great talking to people, or you're a great listener, or you're a great musician, or you're a great artist. That is your gift. That is what you're good at. Answer truthfully. Like, write it down. Don't say, I'm not good at anything. Everyone has a gift that they're good at. It may be looking after the kids. It may be being a great teacher. It may be teaching guitar. Write down your gifts. That's the answer to question one. Question number two, what is your passion? Now, there are many, many ways on the internet, I know, to find your passion. There are passion charts, there are questionnaires, there are online surveys that help determine your passion. But just to keep it simple, I would say your passion is something that you love doing. Something that you love doing so much that you would skip meals, you would forget to go to sleep just to keep doing this. Your passion is something that you feel so excited about that when you wake up, it's something that you want to do already. Now, you may have to think back a little bit because as we get older, we kind of get bogged down with duties and things we should do, and we kind of lose track of what it is that we used to love. But if you think back to your childhood, what you loved doing, what you could do for days without eating, that is your passion. So list down what it is that you love doing. That should be your answer for question two, what is your passion? So if you do want some examples, I know I keep referring to myself, but my experience is the only thing I can go on. But examples of my passions are helping people, listening to people's issues, helping them solve whatever they're stuck on. That's my passion. I could help, I could meet people all the time and never get bored of it. That's what I love doing, that's my passion. But I have to say something. If you have asked me just a little while ago what my passion is, I would have shouted at you, video games. I love video games. That's my passion. That's what I want to do. I don't want to eat. I just want to play games. But having thought about it a bit more, video games isn't actually the passion. It's what's behind the video games that is what I really loved about it. And what I realized that I loved about video games isn't so much the game itself, it's the feeling of improving. It's the feeling of leveling up. It's the feeling of growth. Now, it's a while back, but when I was young, I used to play Street Fighter 2. This was in the early 90s even, on the Super Famicom, or as you may know it, the Super Nintendo. I would sit there for hours and hours and hours practicing and practicing just to get up to the next level, to get harder, to get harder. I had sores on my thumbs from practicing so much. Role-playing games. I used to just grind on Final Fantasy, go to the same forest, kill the same monsters, just to get experience points, just to level up. It wasn't so much the games themselves, they were great, but I guess what I loved most was about the improving and the growth and the feeling of I'm growing and I'm doing better. So be careful when you answer what your passion is, because it may be the underlying reasons behind whatever your answer it is that you gave. Now, the best way to sum up what I just said is by the author Mark Manson. So some of you may know him from the books that he wrote, but he pretty much summed it up really well, and I just want to quote what he said. He basically wrote, "It wasn't until I gave up games that I realized my passion wasn't for the games themselves, although I do love them. My passion is for improvement, being good at something, and then trying to get better. The games themselves, the graphics, the stories, they were cool, but I can easily live without them. It's the competition with others and with myself that I thrive on." Now, that perfectly sums up how I feel about video games and how I thought, oh, games is my passion, but deep down my passion was I wanted to improve, I wanted to help others grow. Okay, so that's 2 questions answered. The first is, what are your gifts? The second is, what is your passion? The third question to ask yourself is, what are your beliefs and your values? What I mean by beliefs and values is very simple. What is it that is important in your life? As I've said before, my belief and my values are, I believe we should help more people. We came with nothing, we leave with nothing. In between, I want to help as many people as possible. That is my belief. Beliefs and values, there are so many. Your beliefs and values might be around family, that you should support as best as you can your family members. You might believe having good health is the most important in your life. So make a note, write down your beliefs and your values and what's important to you. And that would be the answer to the third question. What is your belief and value? Okay, so now you have the answers to the 3 questions. What is your gift, or gifts in your case maybe? What is your passion? And what is your belief or value? Now add those together. For example, I'm going to use again myself as an example. My gift is talking to people. My passion is helping them solve their problems. My belief is I should help as many people as possible. Add those up and you get my life purpose, which is create a YouTube channel to reach as many people as possible, solve as many issues, help as many people as I can in this world. That is my life purpose, and that is how I found it, using the practical steps and the 3 questions. So that is my life purpose. Now, just to sum it up again, even if you found your life purpose, don't quit your day job just yet, because that's just irresponsible. This video is to help you find your life purpose, to help you live slightly differently to what your day-to-day is, to help you make a change towards that. Now, just to top it off, if you really want to confirm your life purpose, find your purpose using the 3 questions, go back to the very first method that I talked about, the spiritual method, and ask yourself, is this the purpose that I really feel I should be doing in my life? Find somewhere quiet, sit down and ask yourself and confirm. So I hope that video helped you find your life purpose. Now, why it's so important to live a life on purpose and to have a life purpose? I think the best way to sum this up is a quote that I love from someone I very much admire, who is Dr. Wayne Dyer. Dr. Wayne Dyer once said in an interview, "Are you living 90 years or are you just living the same year 90 times?" Now, that quote had a great impact on me because it made me realize I think I've been living the same year for many years and I need to make that change. I need to have a life purpose, which is to help more people. So I hope this video has helped you find your life purpose. That is it for the theme of this month, life purpose. I hope the videos have helped. We've covered what is the goal and the purpose, what is a life purpose, how you find your life purpose. I hope these videos have helped, and I'm super curious to find out what your life purpose is. I know I've talked so much about what I think mine is, but please do leave a message. Please do leave a comment below. Let me know what your life purpose is. Very interested to hear. And as always, let me know your comments. I still am relatively new to this. Let me know any thoughts that you have about these videos. Are they too long? Are they too short? Are they too detailed? Are they not detailed enough? Any feedback is good feedback for me. Please click the subscribe button. Follow me on social channels, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok. Anywhere that you can find me, please send me a message. Would be happy to connect. Thanks again for watching and see you again next month with the next video.